Alright, welcome back, and this is going to be day number 30. Finally, we're almost there, one more day to go. And for today, I'm going to be covering a game that was released early in the days of the 16-bit wars. This here is Magician Lord. Now, this game was developed by Alpha Denshi as a launch title for the Neo Geo arcade system, the MVS, and later included as a packing game for the Neo Geo AES. Premise is pretty simple. You are a wizard named Elta, and you have to recover 8 tomes. Now, the first time I saw this game was at my local arcade, and I was just blown away. The graphics were top-notch, very colorful with big character sprites. The background parallax and artwork were also just amazing. The artwork gave the game a specific look and made it feel very unique among all other arcades and home console games at that time. Now, there are 8 levels, and each one different from the others. You're going to be traversing temples, castles, evil mines. That's the name of the level, the evil mine. I'm not making that up. Underground passages, some weird place here. It's a shame that the linear levels were not a bit longer. To me, they feel a bit short, even for that time. The non-linear levels feel a little bit longer, but that's only because they end up playing out like a maze type level. You have to do a lot of exploring and a lot of going back and forth until you find the right way out. It's easy to get lost until you memorize what door leads to what. This is especially important if you were playing in the arcades, because at that time every quarter counts, right? Well, speaking of quarters, you were going to spend a lot of quarters playing this game. This one here is difficult, and I'm talking about astronomically difficult. It's going to make you feel like you want to rip out your hair as you further progress into the game. For example, the frogs on level 5 here are possibly the worst. I hate this level. Now, there are sections in the level where you stand no chance of surviving. I mean, you're going to die over and over again. I mean, look at here. And I'm trying. Now imagine playing this in the arcade with actual money. I can say I probably went through my entire 401k savings playing this game for this video, if I had been using quarters. Just horrible. I owned this game when I bought the Neo Geo, and believe it or not, I never finished it. Now, the bosses of the game are plentiful and they're not easy. Each level has a mini boss that you have to fight right before you go up against the main one. Some of them are predictable, they have some predictable patterns, while others just run amok, and others will require you to take hits from them, because, you know, arcade. Now, I love the voice used in this game. It's a bit muffled, sure, but it's fully understandable.
What imprudence, you human being! Face your trial by God.
Very funny and sometimes nonsensical lines. I mean, this one here is probably one of my favorites.
You persistent guy, but your life ends right now.
The boss designs are pretty strange, they're weird, and very diverse as well, so my compliments to the designer or designers for them. They went all out. Love them. Now, one of the cool features of this game was the ability to change forms. Some are great, while others just don't offer much in terms of offensive capabilities. The dragon here is probably my favorite, while the Aquaman looking guy here is just horrible. Very slow. Pretty cool weapon, but slow overall. The samurai is probably the best one since his blades actually go through pretty much everything. Walls, shields, you name it. And I cannot forget to mention the music in this game. I just love it. It's exceptional. It's just great. I can't explain it. It's just has this style to it. The music on level 3 is just disturbing as well. I mean, take a listen. Overall, a great launch title for the Neo Geo for what it could do, and a great game to play overall. If the difficulty was just a little bit toned down, and when I say a little, I say like a million times dumbed down, then maybe it will be much more fun to play instead of it feeling like a chore the further you progress into it. It's still a great game though, don't get me wrong. It's just the difficulty, infuriating at times. The graphics, the music, the enemies, they all create a world that is so unique and awesome that it's a shame that the sequel was cancelled and no one has bothered to revisit the title as a remake or just to do a full sequel. Yep, so right there is Magician Lord for the 16-bit Neo Geo system. A great title that is now a classic, no doubt about it. Play it at least one time. It's a great action platformer with some interesting ideas and really cool bosses. So be back here tomorrow for the final day of this marathon. 30 days of games, just perfect for the Halloween season. But there is one more left. I left it for last since it represents Halloween perfectly. It takes the horror, the ambience, the gameplay that one looks for in a scary game and delivers it on point. It's also a classic. Don't miss it. Be here tomorrow. Stay safe and sound until then, cause the night is long and things do go bump.
In the night.